my name is Miley, and we are open source software developers, and I would like to share with you guys about how we grow our community. So I started to WasmEdge since its very start. We started about over 7 years ago. So WasmEdge is very lightweight, relatively long time. It's very good for consume very limited resources. So, because we know that in the virtual machine area, that people have heard about solution, and that's typical companies in there, and the container areas, typical companies from Docker. So, we think in the cloud native era, we are using more microservices and service functions, so you can be moving forward to one of these areas. So this is the products that we have in the system. We can just take a look. And so we have a very important partnership with Docker last year. So people can just, when developers download Docker now, they will have us already installed in it's because we are WasmEdge is integrated inside Docker. So we will later talk about how this impact on the growth of our developer communities and our open source. Let me move on to the next slide. I will mainly talk about the four perspective of how does us grow our developer community. So the first one is very good DevRel program. The second one is to maintain our GitHub. And third is about documentation and content marketing. And fourth is, as you guys see on your desk, this is DevRel Ops automation tool. I'm gonna share with you guys. So let's first talk about our DevRel efforts. So engineers on our team, because we are a very small team with about 20 people, but 90% of them are engineers, and they are encouraged to give talks and write content. So also, we would encourage engineers in our community to write a lot of content. For example, when they have coded a demo based on WasmEdge, they are encouraged to share. And next is to, I'm going to talk about very effective project we have done. That is, we have led developers to in the open source community just to write a very simple Rust function and run it in Node.js. If they run it successfully, they can share it on GitHub with us, and we will give them Raspberry Pi. And that's very popular among developers, and we have got people who get a notice of our project. So, and also, I think for many open source projects, they can have the options of joining in different programs like Doc. I think that's a very good way for you to issue a task and get people to write documentation for you, or it is a very good way for you to onboard new technical writers on their works. also joining open source software foundation would be really helpful. Since we have joined Cloud Computing Foundation, we have gained a lot of attention, and also when we talk to other projects in the ecosystem, they would know that we are giving a lot of credit by calling the Computing Foundation, so they would love to try us out. That's what I mentioned. So the first thing you can see from the start history of WasmEdge that the first inflection point is when we join the CCL. So that's when more people are getting notice of us. And the second point, you can see the black dot, the second one, is when we partner up with the Docker. So that's when people think we are really interesting, and they started to start us on GitHub. And we have got a lot of new starts, and that's how we end up on GitHub trending. So once you get on GitHub trending, you would get even more stars. So we have been over the years have organized many developer meetups and conferences. For example, this is a meetup group that we are hosting, and we will have regular meetups. Especially this one is in Beijing. So even before the open up, we still had smaller ones. And the bottom line is the Rust China conference, and we are one of the hosts. So usually this kind of event happens once a year. About 300 to 400 people would attend. They are mostly very enthusiastic Rust developers or developers who are very interested in the Rust language. So this happened during the pandemic because at that point the policy was not that strict, so we was able to host it. In 2023, so this year we are also going to host one. And if you guys are interested in taking part, we can also see. But actually, this conference is mostly in Chinese. We also have English speakers. So this is another event we attended. This is our booth. We have a Rust doll to give out, and also other swags. And there are also events in other parts of the world. In the United States, this you can see the second event. It's hosted in Bay Area in Silicon Valley. This was co-hosted with Docker and Dapper, so it got a lot of attendees. We have about over 100 registration, and the show up rate was very high. And also there are over 100 people attending online. So the theme was WebAssembly and microservices. And Bay Area's engineers come, and because at that time the big companies like Facebook or Google, maybe not, but many big tech companies in the Bay Area were starting to cutting off the jobs. So that's why we also have developers coming to our event to maybe looking for job opportunities. The Singapore event was hosted in also 3 months ago. It's a venue we borrowed from Shopee. They don't have they also have their developers joining that event. And for the Germany one and the India one, it's a talk given by our community ambassador from India. And also for the two United States ones, at the end, it's I think it's two talk. It's there's one event co-hosted with DevRel. The other one is just a general coupon talk. So with this, because we do have a strong presence in China, so that's why we have a lot of stars coming from China, and we would like to have more Japanese contributors and people who pay more attention to us, and also the North America would like to expand it. So for documentation, I think before our documentation was not that intuitive. By not intuitive, I'm talking about when a developer try to look for the things they want, they might not immediately find what they want to read. So this is pretty important because I've heard from developers that when they go to a GitHub repo or when they read a README, if they don't find it understandable in a few minutes or maybe even in seconds, they might just leave. So that's why we revamped our documentation. And I will show you an example. This is how our documentation looked like before. So for example, when a developer see on the left Rust SDK, they might not sure what it is talking about. So we changed the entire structure and make it like this. So now developers can see clearly how to get started by seeing this very important button about getting started, running a demo within 5 minutes. And also there are 3 different sections to separate. So if you are actually developing WebAssembly apps in Rust, you can go to the first one, and if you are actually looking for Rust SDK to embed one of the functions, you can go to the second section. Also we leverage social media and other channels to drive awareness and adoption. So we mostly post on those forums where developers would usually go, like Reddit or Happy News, or I know in Japan, Kita, and also you have other very popular website that's in Japanese and popular in Japan. So we would like to do more localization and translation of them and to get more attention on the assembly as technology as a general. So I will talk about the DevRel Ops that's on your desk. So this tool is a platform that's very similar to Zapier. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of Zapier. Yeah. So it's like a Zapier for developers, so you can write your code, so you can define your own logic. With Zapier, you can just drag and connect, but with this, you can define your logic. For example, when you are managing a GitHub repo, if you want to say, well, this is too long. Maybe I will skip this one. So, for example, if you want to, maybe every time the GitHub repo you are interested in get 10 more stars, you can get an alert on your Slack or on your email. So this demo on the left QR code is where you can, it's an example we developed that is connected GitHub with ChatGPT. So this is very useful for people who don't have access to ChatGPT because it might cost some money, or maybe they have to line up and wait because when the capacity runs out, you get error messages. But with this ChatGPT bot developed with closed network, you can go and or developers in your community can just go to your GitHub repo and raise new issues, and you can talk to ChatGPT in groups. For example, you raise a new issue and ask ChatGPT something, and the other person asks another thing to make the answer better. So I will give another example that is you can also collaborate on organizing an event. For example, in a few months in Taipei, we are going to have another very big open source event called the Cost Cup. For Cost Cup, you can have your own track. You can have a track. For example, you can have a Rust track. But you need to fill the track with 4 sessions. So you need to divide 4 speakers. By using this ChatGPT bot, you can ask it, by asking it, you raise this new issue and say, we want to organize an event or organizing a panel discussion, and can you give me some suggestions? And then your colleague can also ask another question, and get everything sorted out in public. Even if your team is spread out all over the world. So this is another example. That is, you can connect ChatGPT with Slack. So this is how people train ChatGPT bots to answer the meaning of certain code, and the ChatGPT gave an answer that is very daunting because it says you shouldn't answer. That is an implication of sci-fi novel that says that's about robotic overlord. So it's just refused to answer. So there's another. This I already talked about. That is when the GitHub repo you're interested in get more stars, you can get alert on your Slack. And this one is also another event about. So the other time when we are celebrating Women's Day, your DevRel team or your marketing team might want to make some posters about women programmers, and you can connect to Midjourney and together with your Slack. So you can have a bot installed, and in your collaborative group, ask Midjourney to generate a picture, and it can send directly inside your inbox, and your colleague can tell it which one to scale up. For example, the first one is oil painting style woman programmer, and the second one is Japanese cartoon style, and the third one is cyberpunk style. And you can choose either of the 12 and scale it up. And so you will have posters for and visuals for social media when you talk about how to pay tribute to women in technology. And now, yeah, it's time for questions.